What's up, guys? My name is Sand Swordsman, and this is the third rendition of this script. I I don't like writing scripts anymore, but we're not here to talk about scripts. We're here to talk about Acacia. On August 1st, I decided I wanted to become number one Acacia farmer on Hypixel Skyblock. I knew the first thing I would need to do is figure out who the current number one was and see how dedicated they were. After some brief investigative journalism, I found the Hypixel Skyblock leaderboards, and the number one was none other than Lucky07. I didn't know it then, but that was the name I would be seeing for the rest of the year. The only bad thing was that the forum post was 2 months out of date on her wood count, so I'd have to go to her island and figure it out myself. After talking to Lucky a bit, I learned she was searching for the number 2. So I agreed to help her. But remember, she had no idea that I was after her rank. But now began the hard part, actually farming wood and getting the best gear. After a while, I got a full young set, a level 100 legendary monkey pet, and of course, a tree capitator. But the manual farming wasn't the worst of my worries. It was the minions. Thankfully, a user named Biolo donated an entire 10 million coins, and I was able to unlock the 24th minion slot. After that, I began collecting the wood to craft them, and within 4 days, I was running 24 Acacia minions with enchanted lava buckets and super compactors. It was around this point that Lucky had told me that she knew what I was up to. Someone had told her. The only thing she said was that it was someone in my guild. Unfortunately for her, she didn't know only 2 people were in my guild. Nugget No Arm, my own co-op who had been helping me get all the money by grinding for hours on end, and Master Ninja 1018. I'll give you 3 seconds to guess who did it. It was Ninja. He had handed all my information over to Lucky, completely betraying me. Even though it doesn't seem like it, this really hurt me in the long run. After that, Lucky confessed that she was stepping down as number 1 and giving it to some secret apprentice she had, who is currently the number 2. But I could figure this out on my own, without Lucky. After a few minutes of glazing over her friends list, I'm not a stalker, I had 2 suspects, Yummy501 and Foxtroop YT. Yummy had a really high wood count, but I wasn't sure if he was second. And Foxtroop had his API off, so there was no telling with that. Meanwhile, I had a different issue to deal with, the foraging crystal. I'm going to glaze over this part because it was really annoying. Let's just say I had some issues with it and built multiple areas trying to use it, but it never really worked out, and I lost a couple million wood to it, not to mention the time and brain cells. Eventually I gave up on it, and I have this stupid thing on my island, so I never forget. A few weeks after the thing with Lucky about her apprentice, I met a user named Cool Kid Plays. He was going around in the lobby saying he could crash the Acacia market and was asking people if they wanted him to teach them how to do it. Of course, I didn't want that to happen, so I partied him and explained my situation to him. Turns out, he knew who Lucky was, and her apprentice. Azano rocks the block. Sadly, I was way off with the guesses on Yummy and Foxtroop, but you can't win 'em all. After telling Lucky I knew all about her apprentice, I confronted Azano himself. Let's just say our conversation didn't go very well, and I kinda ticked him off. Apparently, he didn't like the idea of competition. I also met Foxtroop formally, yet not so formally, when I got 16th place. Turns out he was 16th before me and was not very happy about me taking his spot. He vowed he would defeat me, and I would never get ahead of him ever again. But on a more positive note, I met Yummy soon after, and he was much more chill. We quickly became friends and still are. After a while, I got level 50 in foraging, and things were finally starting to pick up. That is until September 8th, the Skyblock Community Center update. This update took everything and flipped it upside down. But here, we'll just cover the most important three to the war. 1. Hypercatalysts. These things complicated everything, to say the least. They were more than 2 times better than normal catalysts. They lasted twice as long, and if that wasn't enough, they quadrupled the items from the minion, making them far more affordable than normal catalysts. 2. 5 more minion slots. Now at first, this wasn't a bad thing, but Lucky decided to go and pay real money for gems to speed up the upgrades, which completely obliterated all the bonuses this would have given me. And last, but probably least, number 3, God Potions and Cookies. With these things, you could level a skill to max far, far faster than before, which really made me sad since I got Forging 50 literally 2 days before the update. Several weeks after the update dropped, I had finally gathered all the money I had to buy 29 Flycatchers, and after a bit of market manipulation, I got all of them. Finally, my minion setup was becoming a force to be reckoned with, especially after a few more weeks when I had begun using hypercatalysts. And that about wraps up every main thing that's happened. Now let's go over a bunch of small things before the end of the video. Azano did get number 1, but quit immediately after, so I am still fighting Lucky. Azano has a short series called World War Acacia, or WWA for short, that I have linked in the description if you're curious. Ninja has seen the error of his ways and has begun a redemption arc by AFKing with a level 100 Ocelot 24/7 on my island for me. When I was buying the 29 Flycatchers and messing with the market, I ended up completely ruining Flint prices. Also, since Lucky and I and everyone in between farm Acacia, it's 400 coins, which is less than half what jungle is right now. When I started this war, and people learned about me, not everyone was nice, to say the least. It basically looked like this. But I've been doing this for nearly 3 months now, and I've gotten all the way to 4th place, which has earned me some respect. Not everyone hates me now. But let's talk about the people who never hated me. Let's talk about all the people who have supported me, and those users are on screen now. I particularly want to thank Biolo for 10 million, Oh Panda, I'm just going to say it like that, for 200k, both Cool Kid 60678 and Dr. Jam 2 for a God Pot each, and Sonic 777 for a 1 million coin loan, and Ninja for the AFK. And that's everyone. Oh, I just wanted to say before the end of the video that my co-op member Nugget Norm has done a lot of things to help me in this war. I mean, he made all the Flycatchers, he designed some of the minion layouts in the beginning, he farmed over 200 million coins, and he edited this video. And much, much more stuff that I don't have time to mention here. I put his channel link in the description, so if you want to check out some of his content, you can go there. I want to thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe so you can see how it all ends. And if you want to go in, and if you want to get in on all the fun directly, I leave my island open, so feel free to visit. And I guess I'll see you next time. And happy farming!